Guys, world government is coming. That's what we're heading towards. That's what the Bible predicts, and that's what Bible prophecy says is coming. It's coming down the pipe, and the world's getting ready for it. You have Macron looking to create effectively a Roman army, a European Union army, to defend against Russia, and not only Russia, but they want to have an army that can defend against the U.S. Or that can defend in the place of the U.S. because they don't trust the U.S. anymore as for defensive purposes. You have China implementing a credit system. You have world leaders calling for global government to take care of the climate change, etc. And of course, with this solar minimum, looks like a mini ice age is coming. Cold weather, certainly. It is minus 14 in Canada where I am. Very cold, especially for November. Usually it stays a little bit warmer than that, but it's very cold. All through the United States, it's very cold. We have some cold temperatures, snow when it was in Texas, and unprecedented cold snaps coming. So the march toward global government, world government, is loud and it's strong, and they don't like nationalism. They don't like sovereign countries, these global government people, such as Macron. But let's look at this article. This is from naturalnews.com. The globalist plan to exterminate humanity begins now. Useless eaters, you and I, must be eliminated, say the globalists. Let's take a look at a couple articles here, just quickly, to give you an idea of what the world is thinking about globalism, world government, where the population of the world needs to be. Far beyond the distractions of political bickering and cultural trends, the big picture that's unfolding across our world is now the plan to exterminate 90% of the human population in order to save, quote-unquote, the planet and protect what globalists see as the future of human survival. I think it's Ken Hovind that always says, well, you globalists, you go first. If you like the idea of globalism, you go first and kill yourselves and get rid of the problem. Of course, they don't want to kill themselves. They just want to kill all the people who don't have money, basically. The plan is underway now due to very important developments, the rise of robotic systems, which take care of a lot of our jobs that can replace human labor. I saw this this robot. This is a heavy labor robot below in Zero Hedge article, and he is meant to carry sheets of drywall, etc. This is going to get rid of all the human, low-cost human labor right now and cause a loss of jobs. Heavy-duty robots are being introduced that can replace human labor in construction and similar jobs. Critically, the reason Democrats and globalists are ready to replace low-wage humans with robots is because robots will be granted voting rights. Once robots are granted voting rights under the justification that AI is conscious, Democrats will no longer need humans to get into power. This is interesting stuff. Number two, entitlement payments to humans are draining government resources. You have all these unfunded liabilities. If we can only start having humans die off a little bit quicker, then that would lessen the load on the unfunded liabilities, the pensions, etc., the medical costs that the world has to deal with. Specifically, globalists believe that the Earth's elitists must colonize our planet in order to diversify the survival odds of human race, build faster than light travel systems, build exotic planetary defense systems. Sounds like a lot of money. Achieve breakthrough leaps in artificial intelligence, and that's where the world wants to go. They want an artificial intelligence god. They want all the world to subscribe to an AI god and get rid of our historical gods and go towards that. Another article I want to quickly take a look at. I don't want to get in depth. This video is going to be short. But this is teaparty.org, and apparently there's a Democrat running for the 2020 presidential elections, wants government-sponsored social credit system comparable to China. So China has a social credit system, and if the government of China doesn't like you, doesn't like what you're doing, they can lower your credit score so that you can't travel on planes, you can't travel out of the country if you're not towing the line of the communist government. And that's what one Democrat leader wants to do. And he claims credit score wouldn't have punitive measures like China's model, of course. They wouldn't implement that right off the bat, but they would implement it later on. This is where these things go. Americans would receive DSCs under Yang's system for things such as participating in town fair, fixing a neighbor's appliance, and tutoring a student. basically it's a score, and you get more points for helping each other out. But and you're gonna, what are you gonna lose points for? That's the question. And apparently this guy is running for office. The most socially detached would be the most likely to ignore all of this, he added, but many people love rewards and feeling valued. Yang's social credit plan bears some similarities to the social credit system implemented by China's authoritarian government. Every citizen in China is assigned a social credit score, which determines whether they can buy plane or train tickets. Unlike China's system, Yang's plan does not include using digital social security for punitive measures. Of course, they would absolutely do this if they don't like what someone's saying. They would actually absolutely move towards this. And it's pretty crazy. My understanding of the Chinese system, which is admittedly limited, is that it's more of a rating that's externally imposed based on a number of non-opt-in factors, almost like a credit rating collates information captured from public surveillance, economic and social media activity to create a score that would then possibly be used to blacklist people from certain activities. That's exactly what it does. Andrew's platform calls for a system that's much more akin to time banking or to points people earn on their credit cards. There's no general monitoring of individual activity except that the computer knows everything that everybody's doing. There's no scraping of social media records to see what people are up to. I would disagree with that. They're going to start doing that for sure. Instead, activities like volunteering and helping your neighbors would earn you credits that could be traded for others for receiving similar help. So it goes on. But boy, social credit system, that's exactly what they're implementing in China. This is what this leader wants to do as the part of his bid for the 2020 presidential elections. And he wants the government to control, to manipulate, to sway people into doing certain things. Right now, it is just to get them to do some good volunteering stuff. But you can see how this could be stretched out, and I'm sure China implemented it and used the exact same way. We're going to use it for positive reinforcement and not for punitive measures. But you can see how China's system has turned out. It's absolutely for punitive measures to lock people down, to brainwash and dissuade people from doing anything against what the government would want. And the Bible speaks of a time when a one-world government is replaced and a one-world currency, and we are almost there with the economic collapse so very close. Look at that Economist image from what they predict is going to happen in 2019, just black. And that's basically what the Bible predicts is coming. Be prepared, guys. The Lord's coming back soon. Hard times are going to come, and it's scary in a way, but it's exciting in another way because we know the Bible told us of this time. You are living in biblical times. If you ever want to live in prophetically significant, biblical, miraculous times, we are living in them right now. Be prepared, guys. Get to know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. First of all, ask Him into your heart. He died 2,000 years ago for my sin and your sin, and He's coming back to judge the planet. But before that, there's going to be tribulation where the planet is judging its own citizens and causing tribulation on its own citizens, namely Jews and Christians, and hard times are coming. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.